did my pre-trip. I kicked the tires, sniffed the air, and didn't good enough. Now fuck off before I pre-trip your face.
Welcome to Highway Havoc, the podcast where adventure meets attitude. Buckle up, folks, because we're about to take the highway by storm. If you can't handle the language here, then you should probably find some other podcast. We're not for the faint of heart. Highway Havoc, we're on the move. Truckers with tails in trouble, that's what we prove. Laughs and life talks with special guests in tow. We're taking the highway, and we're not going slow. Highway Havoc, to the city streets, we're bringing the heat and the stories that beat. Highway Havoc, it's a wild ride. Buckle up and let the good times collide. Highway Havoc.
Welcome, Chuck, to the podcast. Oh, you weren't recording any of that?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's funny. Welcome back to Highway Havoc.
Yes, episode number 3. We're waiting for Chuck Pendleton to get connected. In your last video about that, you showed this view from your cab there about this car pulling in front of you, then spinning out of control and going off the road.
Yeah, everybody's got to be first.
It's yeah, okay. It seems like now more than ever, right?
Yep. Well, actually, not really. We're just seeing it more often because we have more access to show people what it's like out here. You know, eventually people will get the message that you don't mess with big trucks. But so while we're sitting here waiting, we should throw it out to our viewers about superstitions and
that's what we want to talk about. We want to get
and pet peeves. If any of you have a superstition or a pet peeve about traveling, sure like to hear about it.
Might as well start doing that now.
Yep. Welcome back to Highway Havoc.
Hey, he's in. He's here.
Oh.
Okay.
There you are.
Man, I tell you what. Happy Sunday. Good gravy.
Right?
Well, good morning. Yeah, it's still morning. You're in town still?
Yes, sir.
All right. I wanted to start out by what I asked you the other day about your superstitions. We're kind of getting ready for a Halloween edition and just kind of collecting trucker superstitions. And I was really surprised with what yours. I wasn't quite sure I understood it. You want to tell us about that?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, yeah. Well, I the superstitions wise, I probably was a little confused on that. There was, the old superstitions of driving, the black dog or the lady in the white dress. There's those little ones there, but also, driving through, like I told you about the Mojave Desert. It's about 1:30 in the morning, and it could have been a military drone. It could have been whatever it was. I don't know. I just know it was bright, and that thing followed me for about 9 miles right out my passenger window, and just hovered with me. And it was. There's a lot of emotions that kind of go through your head during something like that. So, but then that thing just shot off and disappeared into the dark, and I hammered down as fast as I could to get out of there, and never looked back. So
this is the Mojave Desert in the middle middle of the morning, or
it's about 1:30 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
You mentioned something else about the woman in the white dress. I mean, what of that?
So, talking to some of my other buddies out there that have been driving for 10 plus years, and you get tired sometimes. Either you shift to a new job or a new company, and you're trying to impress. So you're running heavy, you're running long. And the same consensus happens here. So you're tired. You're either caffeined out, Red Bulled out, or whatever you're trying to do to keep awake. And you see this the lady in the white dress, which is basically fog. But your brain mistakes it for a lady in a white dress trying to cross the road or trying to dart out in front of you. and you end up swerving and scares you a little bit, and you're like, wait a minute, now I'm seeing things. Oh, and a lot of my buddies have the same encounter, especially over here on the Oregon. A lot of fog over here, especially down the coast range.
That's true. Yep. I haven't seen the lady in the white dress, but I did have an elephant running beside my truck a few times.
An elephant.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. I think that qualifies for hallucinations no matter what you're doing.
Yep. True.
What color was it?
Pink. It was a pink elephant.
Okay. Pink elephant. All right.
So I knew it wasn't real, but it kept trying to push me to the left, which would have put me in oncoming traffic. So,
Right, but it sounds like a Dumbo there. The pink. Was he that Disney movie where he's hallucinating there or something like that? The
yes.
pink
Yeah.
elephant. Yeah.
I've never seen it. I don't know.
Yeah, no, there's that time. Another thing that Jason I've been talking about is pet peeves. Jason, why don't you share your pet peeve?
My biggest pet peeve ever in life is when they don't give you enough ketchup at a drive-through window. That just sends me right off the edge.
It's, I don't think
Pretty
I got
silly
anything
one,
to
but-
top that.
It's pretty silly, but it's very inconvenient when you're trying to have your French fries and you got nothing to dip them in, or I don't know. You need ketchup.
That sounds like somebody who's been on the road for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Chuck, your most horrific experience. You mentioned you were looking for a video about you being chased by a tornado. Does that qualify?
Yeah. Yeah, that was one of I sent you. I couldn't find the video, but I found two pics that I sent you. But it was yeah, that was pretty crazy. I want to say I was going through Kansas at that time, but I don't honestly I can't remember. It was, my gosh, it had to be 10, 11 years ago. But yeah, running for can we call out old companies we used to run for?
Do whatever you want, dude.
Yeah,
We're
I don't have
not
any
covering
problem.
nothing.
Yeah, so when I first started the Prime over there in Springfield, Missouri, is where I ended up going to driving school at, and good company. I mean, I got no complaints. But the first thing they did was send me to Maine and running tartar sauce and everything else up and back out of there. And
There you go, Jason.
yeah. And I don't know what year exactly that was, the first or second year, but my God, there must they were saying it was like 120 plus inches of snow that hit up there that year, and I've never seen anything quite like that before, where people were literally digging out of their top second story of their houses to get down to their cars, which don't mind. The roads are beautiful. I don't know what they were using over there, but it's like you're driving around in a rat maze. They're absolutely gorgeous roads with 6 foot of freaking snow on each side of you. It was amazing. But yeah, the tornado. I was coming back out of Maine, and they had me running into the Midwest there, and that thing sparked up. There was warnings going off on the radio saying, might be a touchdown, this, that, or this, that. You had little sirens going off, and you could hear bigger sirens going off in the distance with your window down. This thing, I had the video going, and then my phone, the video just died, so I started clipping photos of it, and this thing chased me. My gosh, probably for about 6-8 miles. Literally, you could see in one of the photos I sent you, there was a little farmhouse, and where it started right behind it, and it made a path right through that farmhouse. I'm trying to find the old photos, but there's nothing left of that farmhouse no more. And went with that, and the third or fourth pick that I took, and that thing chased. Yeah, it was crazy.
That's insane.
Jason,
I've had a couple of run-ins with tornadoes as well. Been pretty close to a couple. I missed the Joplin one by a day, but my mother and my stepdad, they were there like the day of it, but not during it happened. So they seen Joplin before it happened, and then I seen it after it happened.
After it happened, oh boy.
Yeah, that was pretty nuts. But I don't know. Tornadoes are pretty crazy, and I I like them. I don't like when people die or anything, but
No, yeah, I
I
don't want
like.
to be in that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
absolutely beautiful. Yeah. I
Well,
finally found a gig back home over here in Oregon, and I was going up over Highway 126.
oh yeah. Okay.
Yep, and it was I did that run for, my God, about 7 years. So I would haul uh, for the Les Schwab. I'd haul tire dust back over from the Les Schwab over there in Prineville all the way back over to McMinnville, and they'd end up making like horse mats, the rubber mats. That
Mhm.
you know, get in the
Yeah.
back of your truck, a horse mat. Yeah, and every year, I mean, don't get me wrong, every year it's horrific. It's horrible up there. But
Yeah.
that one I sent you was during Snowmageddon we had, where my
Okay.
God, there must have been what, 4 foot of snow that hit that year down here in the valley. But I mean, it's whoever went through there and plowed it up, because I didn't see there was no souls, no cars, no nothing up there, just me and that truck, and probably 6 foot of snow up there, chained, every axle chained up, and just putting across the top of that mountain. It was absolutely beautiful, but it was scary as all beat hell. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but you're
I'd
glad you
rather
got
be
it.
in a tornado than that situation myself.
Yeah, yep.
What do you think is worse, wind or snow?
I'm gonna have to go with wind. You know,
Yeah,
going
absolutely.
through, yeah, going through Iowa, Highway 80 back there, Nebraska, Iowa,
Yeah,
all that. You see these guys pulled over side of the road and their landing gear pulled down, and they're just shaking back and forth empty. It's like, man, that's a 53-foot cell. And
yep,
these guys,
yep.
yeah.
Of all the places you drove through, what was your what was the one place you were glad to be done with? The hardest to get through? The traffic, whatever you want to consider. What was the worst driving experience, I guess?
uh, California,
The whole
LA.
state?
Oh man, it's just I wish I could narrow it down. I mean, LA was it's definitely one of the top three. Yeah, so it was bad. It's bad.
Jason, you probably
And
have
my
some.
answer to that is Texas. Texas is the worst place I've ever been.
Yeah, going through Dallas, and yep.
Just all of Texas, the whole state. Period. People suck. The roads suck. Everything sucks in Texas.
All right. Yeah.
I'll probably get a bunch of hate for that one, but
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
have a flashing warning on there. Please forgive us, Texas. Well, especially since the next podcast will be from a driver from Texas.
well, I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
Right on, right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, just my first experience in Texas. I had big dreams in mind for it, or ideas of what it was supposed to be, and it was nowhere near what I thought it was going to be.
How
And
old
I
were you?
found the people very unfriendly there. I don't know. It just
When
no one
was
said
it?
hello. Oh, what was I? What, yeah, what truck was I driving? That's a good question.
That's
That
how
would
you
have
do
been
it.
back in would have been back in 2009, maybe
Oh, wow, okay.
a while ago. Willie Nelson's truck stop was still there. It was the year after that they ripped it down. So whatever year that was.
I don't know, but that was a while ago.
I think you're right. I think it was 2010 when they tore that down.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Chuck,
but then I've been back a few times. Texas isn't all that bad. It just
No,
ranks up there on the worst places I've ever been for the
so
first time ever.
no, well, you're talking about a whole state here. How about, like a city, but
The
you go through a
city,
lot of cities.
Seattle to Portland is always the worst for me.
oh boy, yeah, Portland traffic, Seattle, Tequila. Oh
Yeah,
God, yeah, that was. I did that run for about 3 years. You're running from Cresswell, Oregon, from a mail, hauling mail, up all the way into Seattle. And good God, man, you dreaded
right.
going through Portland. Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah. I try to time it where I go through in the middle of the night. And even then, it
exactly.
doesn't matter sometimes. But yeah.
No, no.
Yeah, Jason, you've told me similar stories about Portland.
Yeah. And
Why
Portland
is
drives you, man. You give them 1 inch and they will take that inch. There's no
Oh
wiggle
no.
room.
Yep.
It's absolutely
100
ridiculous.
miles an hour in the fast lane around you and slam on the brakes. It's everything you do not to white. And you got kids in the back seat
Yep.
waving at you. Hey, and it's
Right?
like, Jesus.
Doing the old honk horn
Right.
thing, you know?
Yeah.
So you're trying to appease the kids, but yet flip off the parents, you know?
The mom at the same time. Yeah, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. No.
Well,
have you ever came off the road at all? Well, obviously you're not trucking now, right? So are you
Yeah, right now, yeah.
like you're a local driver now, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So what made you decide to become a local driver? Did you just had
Well,
enough of long haul, or
it was, yeah, over the road. There's a couple of instances. So I was over in there one time in Detroit and then the other one in Chicago. But I caught 3 bullet holes in the side of the cab in Chicago, and then another 6 in the side of the cab in Detroit, and I was just I was done. I was
holy
done.
yeah?
shit.
So yeah,
I was
it's
only
kind
ever
of
hit by bullets once in Fresno.
at Fresno.
Right in Fresno.
Yeah.
Yep. I was in Valero. That was the no bullets there, but the lot lizards. Those were they're enough to run you right out. I ain't gonna lie to
That's true too. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay. Here is what is a lot lizard?
just a
Oh,
hooker.
you want to take this one, Jason, or
Yeah, just a hooker, lady in the
yeah,
evening.
they're basically a truck hooker. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I
Yep.
They
thought,
roam around the truck stops and bang on people's doors, asking if they want company.
all right. Well, I thought that was the case, but I just need it verified because
Yeah.
a lot of people who are listening are like me and don't get to truck stops very much and lot lizards. That's okay.
It's
For
the
the
same
record, I've
reaction
never
every time
partaked.
someone new hears it.
Right, right. Yes, that's true. And it's funny because they really do exist, but there's less and less of them nowadays, it seems. But I also
Yeah.
don't think with truck stops at all, very really. So
No, there was where was that it was that Valero, but it was I forgot what fuel station that was down there. It wasn't a
the
wasn't a
Shell,
TA or what now?
I think it's the Shell one there, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
sort. Yep.
That's where I got shot at. I
Is
didn't get
it?
shot actually. It was a high speed chase, and they were shooting at the cops, and a stray bullet just hit my sleeper. So
Oh, geez. Yeah.
yeah,
Didn't have that. I had a poor kid walking in front of where we had to park at behind a 10-foot tall electrified fence because all his drivers were getting robbed. We couldn't park
huh.
out on the road, so they had to park us in safe zones. And
Wow.
yeah, this poor kid was just walking by. I want to say it was about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. And this black little Honda Civic rolled up and 3 guys hung out the windows, man. They must have put close to 100 rounds in this kid. It was crazy.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Yep. And that's
Yes,
where
he
I
did.
got, sorry, go ahead.
No, I
No,
was just gonna make a stupid joke. It's probably not good. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Just-
where was this, Chuck?
That was the one in Chicago.
Okay.
Yep.
How
Yeah,
long
yeah,
ago was that?
Chicago's a pretty nutty place to go to.
it was a little rough a few years. I don't know what people keep saying it's getting better, I guess, but I don't know. I haven't been down there since I caught those bullet holes in the cab. So
Right.
Okay. That'll change your mind about going back.
real quick, yeah.
Jason, I remember a time, and I think I put this in one of the articles that I wrote. You were at a truck stop, and some father and his family from Australia.
Yes.
Is
Yeah, they were
there?
walking around taking photos and looking at all the trucks. And I seen them, and I said to the little kid, or to the dad, do you want to let your kid sit in the truck? So he was okay with that. So I let the kid sit in the truck and took a bunch of photos and shit. Or the dad did. I didn't really take any. I have one somewhere. I don't know where it's at, but yeah, it made their vacation pretty special, I think.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
right on.
that's some of the good memories. I don't know, Chuck, do you have anything?
Yeah, well, that's California. Yeah, same thing. Kind of the same thing down there. Was a father and son came over and they were taking photos of some of the long noses and the cab overs and whatnot. And then I was sitting there in that brand new Cascadia, and they're kind of looking at that, going, "Man, it's not real pretty, but it sure is fancy looking." And apparently, I was the only driver sitting in the truck, getting my things together. And I just rolled down the window. Hey, how you doing? And they're like, "Oh, my son's really interested and likes these trucks and that." So yeah, I let him crawl in the cab and got pictures of
Yep.
him in the top bunk, and we popped the hood and stood him up on the frame rail at the motor there to something. So he was just a little bitty guy, and
Yeah.
so it was something he could take back with him. It's like, look at the size of this motor in this truck, and stood him next to the tires and took photos. And yeah,
I bet the
Yeah,
dad
that's
enjoyed
pretty
it
cool.
just as much.
oh yeah,
Yeah, it's these stories I don't think people hear enough about. You just
Yeah, you hear all about the ugly on the road. You don't hear much about the fun, good stuff, you know?
Well, you're
Well,
absolutely right. Yeah.
well, Jason and I have been talking a lot about stereotypes lately. Have you ever had to deal with stereotypes? You're a trucker, you're like this, that kind of thing. Or
Oh, yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. All the time. So if you end up, parking not in a truck stop, because 99% of the time you pull into a truck stop, everybody there's your brother. It's like, yeah, you doing? You got the guy coming out wearing his freaking kilt or his dress or something. I'm like, okay, you do you, brother, you do you, but
Yeah.
um, then but you park, sometimes you have to park on the side of the road, and you see these people, walking around and about 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night, and 9 times out of 10, you're on the window. Hi, how you doing? Oh God, he's big, he's scary. Oh, he's a truck driver. Oh, it's like, no, uh, we're kind of the gentle giants out there. Most of us are. So,
Most of us, yes.
yep.
Unless you catch it on a bad day, but everybody has bad days. But
Oh, it's the old. So when I was married, it was, you get the random phone call. Hi, how you doing? How's it driving? And you're talking regular, and all of a sudden someone cuts you off, and you're screaming, "Son of a bitch!"
yep,
Rah, rah, rah. It's like, really? Did you have to do that in my ears? Like, so so many years of that, 10, 15 years of that, and you're just driving your regular vehicle. You got your kids in the back, or you got a girlfriend next to you, and then all of a sudden someone cuts you off, and you're hooting and hollering. And it's like, "You son of a bitch!" And
right.
they're just looking at you like, "What is that about?" Oh, sorry, that was that stereotype kind of stuck. My bad.
so how's your road rage these days? I mean, and Jason, how's your road rage these days? I mean, is it as bad as it used to be, or
It goes up and down. I try to stay professional in the truck, and that's why I have the Harley. Because when I get into the Harley, that's when I'm not professional, right? But
Oh, buddy. Oh, yeah.
people don't give you any crap when you're on your Harley, huh?
Nope.
I don't. I'm not stop long or stop. I'm riding too fast for anybody to give me crap. So
Do you have a motorcycle too, Chuck?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got an '07 Softail.
nice ride. Yeah, very
Yeah.
nice.
And what's yours,
That was-
Jason?
2015 Road Glide with a stage 4.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's very nice. Yeah,
Yeah, fast. Stage 4. Ooh.
yeah. Then I got my Arizona bike as well, and it's a 2024 Road Glide as well.
I was going to
But
say, okay. All right.
it stays down south though. It's actually not mine. I call it my Arizona bike, but I put more miles on it than the guy that actually owns it. It's a buddy of mine. He has a couple of bikes, so he just lets me ride it. So I call it my Arizona bike all the time. But
Nice.
he's actually currently putting a 124 motor witch motor in it. It's going to be like 210 horsepower. It's going to be insane. It might
Good
be
Lord.
unrideable.
I was going to say, a Harley? Holy crap. Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty crazy. Yeah. With the crazy part, they don't make parts that they need for this bike yet, so they're actually making them all in house. And this guy named Danny Wilson, he builds these motors. He's called the Motor Witch. So it's insane. It's crazy the stuff he does. So
I've heard that name before.
yeah, he's pretty well known in the bike world, but he's not
Yeah.
like a Jesse James or anything like that, because he just does his own thing. He doesn't give a shit about what other people think. He's not trying to make a name for himself, because his work should speak
Right.
volumes, and it does. So
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Right on.
pretty awesome.
Good man.
Yeah.
I know Arizona doesn't have helmet laws. That's why you like riding there, Jason. But I don't know. Are helmet laws the more than not? I mean, more states have them than not. I don't know. But
I don't really know all the states that don't have helmet laws, but
Yeah, my God, there's only what, 3, 4?
well, Utah you can ride without a helmet. Idaho you can ride without a helmet. Arizona without a helmet. I think Wyoming you don't need a helmet. I think there's quite a few that you don't need a helmet, but I don't know. The way I ride, a helmet's never going to protect me anyway. So
No, yeah, especially the turtle shell I wear doesn't do much. It's just there for
I'm the same.
looking at. Yep.
That's right. That's funny.
so where have been your favorite places that you rode?
Me or Jason?
Well, both.
For me, it's Tombstone. Arizona's my favorite.
I was going to say that because you took that
really
trip.
anywhere, Arizona.
Tombstone. Yeah, that was gorgeous. Yeah. I don't know. I took, sorry, go ahead.
You've been to Tombstone as well?
Just drove through. Yeah, yeah, it was absolutely beautiful area down there. Not on the Harley, but yeah, yeah.
My dad was in the Army, was stationed at Fort Huachuca, and so we spent a couple of years in Tombstone, living in Tombstone.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was a great place for a kid to grow up. Just like not wearing a helmet, um, it was easy to not have to worry about hovering parents and rules and things like that.
Well, back in the leather football helmet days, you didn't. Parents wanted you to be outside playing. They didn't want you around the house.
See, I was going to say, I think we're all about that age to where back in when we were kids, that was kind of the norm, wasn't it? We didn't come back until the street lights
So
came on.
yeah,
Yeah,
or you heard your mother yelling across the neighborhood, "Get your ass
Yep.
home!"
pretty much.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I think about what my brother and I used to do in Tombstone, exploring their old mine shafts.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
a lot of old mine shafts. And I realize now, not too smart.
No, see, we have those over here in Oregon, up at the Bohemia Mines, and me and my brothers used to do that stuff when we were younger, and it absolutely amazing. It's amazing discoveries and whatnot, especially the cave crickets. My God, them things were. I mean, they had to be about
Wow.
a foot long.
Crickets?
Yeah, yeah. They look like spiders, but they're crave. They call them cave crickets. Yeah.
Wow.
Never seen one.
Never
Yeah,
even
you
heard
don't
of that
want to.
before.
You don't want to. You don't want to. They're kind of horrific when you got a little Bic lighter trying to see where you're going, and it's black.
I remember a lot of bats, but nothing like that.
Never ran into the bats. Well, spiders and the crave cake. Yep.
And living in Tombstone, I mean, everything lives in the desert. It seems like there's just so much crazy stuff in the desert.
Yeah, I love the desert. It looks so dead to the average person. It looks, but when you actually look, there's a lot of life in the desert. Pretty wild.
Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, we didn't
Oh,
tell
real
my
quick, going back to that lights in the Mojave, there's actually an airship or like a blimp that floats around out there. So that
Oh,
may have what may have been what you see. It's the military does that shit. They have this thing floating around out there. I don't know why, but
yeah, I
it
was
could have
going
been
to say,
that.
yeah. Yeah,
a
it was
blimp?
interesting. That thing like literally latched onto my passenger, side mirror and just hung on there for about 8-9 miles. And I
Wow.
think I threw every cuss word I could at the damn thing after I got done being scared.
Meanwhile, the guy operating is probably laughing his ass
Oh,
off.
they're in there just laughing their asses off. Oh yeah, yep. Guys,
That's
come here, look at
awesome.
this guy. Yep.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, no, you're those are I don't know, hallucinations or close to it.
Close to it. I mean, there had to be for it to be there that long, just hanging out. I think someone was just messing with me, is what it was. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's give this trucker a trip here.
Yep. Yeah.
They'll remember.
Yep.
Back in the
there was
day
no
on
one else out there.
Highway 93 coming down through just like by Area 51, but on the other side of the hill, and the Nellis Air Force Base is in Vegas, but the jets would often fly in between trucks if you were running like a little convoy down the road, and they would they would get on your CB radio and go, boom, you're dead, and then so you'd see a jet fly away. So they were actually using trucks as like target practice.
Yes, they were. I've heard the stories. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they stopped doing it now because they started freaking all the people out. So
Yeah, I can imagine driving down the road and having to.
it would have been awesome to catch it on film, but before I even started doing my filming work. But every now and then you'll see helicopters flying beside you through there. Kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
But,
We have a film project we've been working on, and
yeah.
one of the things I run into in trying to find money for this is,
Yep.
and so that's kind of what we're doing. The podcast is just introduce people, and I see so much crap out there about the industry and how bad it is and things like that, and
Truth be told, it's been bad for years, and it ain't going to change anytime soon. So we might as well just have fun with it.
Yep. Exactly. Yep.
And that's why I think it's fun just to talk about random shit, not trucking, just random shit. I mean, it revolves around trucking.
Yeah, your stories.
Yeah, we're not talking about I drive a. I don't give a shit what you drive. You're just trucking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those guys you run into. Oh, I got this and that year make and model. I got this put in. I got a cat and this. I'm like, and that's
Yeah,
cool.
and exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. How much more extra money does that make you? You know?
exactly. No, yeah, just put you in a hole another couple $100,000. But okay,
Exactly.
good for you. No,
Yeah.
Did you work for a company when you were driving, Chuck?
but
You
sorry,
just
go
drive
ahead.
you just drive locally in the Oregon area. Do you ever get out of state anymore?
Not right now. I don't. Yeah, I'm pretty local right now. It's after the divorce, split the family. So I got one kid, she got one kid, so I gotta stick around here and we got school and colleges and races and yada yada yada. So it's
Not to
had to
pry,
find
but
something close.
do you think like I don't really know, but do you think coming off the road it helped the divorce or hindered the like what am I trying to say? Do you
No,
think by
no,
coming off the road it added to the divorce? The
yeah,
reason
I
I
understand.
reason I ask is that I came off the road one time for a woman and it just ruined our relationship.
Yes,
So
yep, yep. What I got was I'm used to the money, and I was like, okay.
yep,
So, yeah, yeah,
yep,
it didn't help, that's for sure. I thought it would, and I was told it would, by the family and her family, and it definitely did not.
yeah. Yeah, I just took it upon myself to quit because I liked this girl so much. I wanted to be with her all the time, and that was the downfall because now you're around all the time. You actually got to be part of the life. And
Exactly, a
but
life that she built without you. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Well, Jason, you're pretty much used to what you're doing right now. You Jason's
Took a
been
long
writing his
time to be okay. Sorry, go ahead.
no, Jason's been writing his own music and on his videos because you said you subscribed to his channel,
Yeah,
and
yep.
he's
Oh,
been
thank you,
Hey, no problem. Good
yeah,
stuff,
and
man.
thank you. I appreciate it. Not all of it's gold, but some of it's okay.
Hey,
well,
it's all good. Listen.
this is how we got involved was because I found his videos. We have a search engine, searches, and all of a sudden I'm looking at his videos and so, well, who's this guy? We didn't see any trucking videos before. His are all music videos and not just, here's a truck going down the road, that kind of stuff. And but they're all, just a different perspective. It just showed a beauty that we hadn't normally seen. I think people here forgotten seen. I think that's something that a lot of people who are driving long haul see, and the rest of us take for granted, is that there's a whole side of the country that
Yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah, that's so again bringing up my ex, I guess. So she's the type that she's the type that travels. So they her and um the new boyfriend, they just went to Jamaica and all that stuff, and my kids are like, well, why didn't they take us? I'm like, well, I've been to Mexico too many times, down there to Cabo, and been all around, been to Alaska, been to Hawaii, you name it, and I hate to say it, man, but don't get me wrong, those places are beautiful. They are. But being on the road here in the US, and I mean from seeing how you see on the movies like Georgia, you see the trees, the big weeping willows hanging over the roads and whatnot, and you're just, oh, it's all fake. No, no, man, it's out there
no,
and it's
it's very real.
beautiful. Yeah.
Yep.
And it's
And there's no
it's like trying.
definitive line in the sand either. You think there's like a line from where the snow and the nice weather starts. It doesn't. It just kind of happens without you even
Exactly.
realizing it.
Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
and same with crossing over into the bayous, and
By
it's
God, yes,
crazy. It's just
Louisiana.
crazy how
Yep.
it's crazy how the world actually works when you're
It
in
is.
it, living it. Yeah,
Exactly. And all these people, all they see is their window from the airplane. It's like, oh, we're doing this or we're going here. It's like, well, that's
right.
all fun and games. And I'm glad you spent, thousands of dollars doing that. But you're not seeing what we have here.
That's right. Yeah,
You
you're
know?
missing all of America, and I think that could
Yeah.
be a lot of problem with what's wrong with the country is nobody's experiencing the country anymore. You
No,
know?
no, there's no more
I kind
driving.
of I kind of agree with you that the driving is just like get to work, point A to point B, forget about what's in between,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
But
Back in the day, families would go on road trips to like the National Lampoon's Vacation. You'd get into a
exactly.
vehicle with your family. The parents fucking hated it. The kids loved it. I get it, but man, that's the America that I want to live in and be part of. Like that's what it
Exactly.
should be.
Exactly.
we
You
did
get to
that.
experience different people,
We did
and
that. Yeah, we did that a lot as a kid. We would just get in the car and drive around on a weekend, and
See, it's
yeah,
what we're forgetting about. Yep.
yeah.
In
But
Arizona,
gas was a lot
especially,
cheaper back then too.
it's just we stumble upon these signs, the thing, and check this
Yep.
place out, and we get to the thing, and it's a museum of dead desert animals.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was great though. I remember so much of it.
Well,
Yep.
all those old roadside attractions were just awesome back in the day.
Yeah,
Now
no,
there's next to nothing anymore. You know.
no,
No,
that's
there's
right.
nothing. No. I think the closest thing we have around here is down 101, the Coast Highway, and was that Paul Bunyan's shop or little area
Oh,
down there?
right.
I
Yes.
yeah, I
And
think
isn't that in California still, or is that actually in Oregon?
there's probably several places.
Okay.
You're probably right. I think it is in Catch. It's right there at the border.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
either in Oregon or on California, right there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah.
because I was one of
Hey.
the last jobs before I quit was hauling logs, running log truck, and I was running logs out of the redwoods over there back into Oregon.
Yeah.
And that's
Wow.
where I drove by that thing every day. I'm like, man, I really got to swing in there.
Yeah. It's funny how we even take that shit for advantage or whatever. We don't.
Take advantage of it. Yep.
Yeah,
You're
that's
right.
it. You know,
Yep.
because you're driving by it all the time. You're like, I gotta stop there. But I bet you, have you made it back there down there, or have you?
I
checked it
did
out yet?
actually. I did. Yeah,
Oh, you
I
did?
loaded my
Oh,
kids up
okay.
and we went back down.
Nice. All right.
There
Well,
you
that's
go.
my theory out of the. Like I living in Calgary for as long as I have, I've never once went and seen the Calgary Tower. You know, and then one time I finally did, and it was cool. Like, why don't more people go visit their own backyards? You know.
Yeah, that's the question, and that's what we're losing nowadays. Honestly, the morality, I guess, if I'm saying it right. I don't. It just there's just so much here that we take for granted that no one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a lost art, I guess.
And I think this is the point of why Jason and I started this podcast and why the film started going on, is that people don't know.
No.
It's right there in front of them and they ignore it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's so much beauty around. And I hate to interrupt. This is probably one of the funnest time we've had in the podcast. This has been great, Chuck. The stories that you guys have been going through here is perfect. This is what I want. Got about a minute left.
This has been good.
And
That's cool. I got to hit the road anyway, so
yeah,
it works.
So yeah, they've got about a minute left. Hey, Chuck Pendleton, thank you so much. You were great. This is going to be a great podcast. I don't have to edit out too much of this. So.
Yes, thank you, Chuck. This has been fun, and it was a pleasure meeting you.
Highway Havoc is produced by Tiki Kitty Productions and Waste of Time Productions. Music is by Jason Popow.
When the dust settles and the smoke dissolves and the good times fade.
You betcha.